I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Odd places going viral.
Yeah. So Banks, I put a quote up this morning on social media. It's something to the effect of creativity is abound when usuality is bound. What does
Wow.
that mean to you? Creativity abounds when usuality is bound.
I get it. I get it. This is what it says to me. Um, when I had it, I thought I had it. Hold on, hold on.
I can say it one more time if you want.
Go ahead. Say it one more time, just to make sure I know.
Okay. So creativity abounds when usuality is bound.
Yes. I take it as, I don't really know, actually, to tell you the truth. I thought I had something, and every time I think about it, I don't.
So close. All right, we'll make it up then. Come up with something. I don't care what you say. Anything.
Okay, so creativity just flourishes when you have
Yes.
no restraints, when you have nothing holding you back, nothing, no boundaries, no restrictions, and when, I don't know if I'm using the word correctly, but the usuality that when
Yeah.
we use stuff that we a cup is only used as a cup unless you can think of something else for its use for. So the usuality, usual. Is that a good?
Okay. I like where you're going with that. It's not what I meant, but I like where you're going. That's not what I had in my mind.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right. So you're the creator of this. What did you have in your mind?
What I was thinking was creativity abounds. So you're right. Creativity flourishes. Usuality, in the sense I was meaning it, was our usual routine, our commonplace stuff. So once that's bound, once we can no longer do the commonplace, now we become more creative.
Right.
So I think we're seeing a lot more creativity with people stuck in their homes. Let's put it that way, right? That.
Oh, really? So I mean, from social media and from people talking, and you see people becoming extremely creative. I mean, we're stuck. We're not stuck. We're in a position where, how do we get out of this box? And there's many ways to get out of the box. My gosh, it's not even a box anymore. This is.
We're physically stuck only. We're physically stuck. So therefore, it's kind of like the senses. Remember we talked about the five senses? When one sense is crushed, we
Right.
kind of make up for it with the other senses. So with our physicality crushed, shouldn't our mentality be able to then compensate? And could we not take that to a higher level?
Okay. So in this situation we're in right now, you what you're saying is creatively, mentally, we are going to evolve much quicker, or there's just going to be a lot of creativity happening.
Well, there's also more time for creativity if you think about it. The reason why a lot of people don't ever create is because they're so busy doing the shit they were told to do over and over in their Groundhog Day. So now there's nothing left but to create. What the hell else are you going to do? You can only have sex so much per day. You can only eat so much per day. You can only sleep so much per day. What else is there?
I'm going to argue that. Okay, you're saying there's only so much sex you can have per day. Really? Come on. Or you can only eat so much, or you just need to slow down when you're eating, and then you can eat longer.
That's true.
Wait a minute. You're adding boundaries or restrictions. I mean, granted, I get your point. I don't think that I'm going to want to have sex all day. I mean, come on.
That sounds terrible, doesn't it?
Does it say something about I have, or you want to eat all day? Now I would probably prefer to eat all day if I could. Just nibble.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I really love taste. I mean, that's
You're a grazer. You're a grazer, aren't you?
I am, and if I didn't have to think about what my body looks like, or my cholesterol or whatever, I would just keep grazing here. I'll start having Stacy's little pita chips, and my God, I can't stop eating them. Now, your point of view, though, with this whole concept of we're more creative. Where does this go? Where does this take us?
Well, and that's the fun part about creativity is it can take us anywhere. It's up to us. So we have to now, I think this is going to be the new norm. I think we're going to have to step into some new areas that we never thought about exploring. Um, and I'm hoping that we see more in the arts, to be honest. I just created another broken word poem in like 35 minutes a couple nights ago, just because I had this stuff in my head and I'm like, all right, I'm going to get it out. Normally I'll go to sleep and I'm like, you know what? I can sleep in late. So I'm going to get this out. And I already posted it today, published it. So I feel like there's going to be an explosion of creativity as well. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I just see there's a huge opportunity for this.
Okay, so creativity for the artist, correct? The artist can create. Okay, um,
And
for
in the sense of innovation.
okay, yeah. I know. I think I read somewhere where a guy made all these ventilation machines out of something. I mean,
Yeah, I think he made it out of like duct tape and straws and
yeah.
vacuum cleaners. I don't know, but yeah,
Right.
there's something crazy.
So this is the artist, the creator. This is something, and even engineers that are creating and dealing with the issues and problems of our time. What about the consumer of art? What about the people at home, watching TV, YouTube, whatever? Is this? Do they have a bigger appetite for arts than they used to? Do you think because they have more time that they're just sitting around?
That's a good question. I hope they have a bigger appetite. But here's one of my favorite parts about art is art begets art. Art inspires more art. So it's almost like a domino, a ripple effect.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I think is gonna be part of it too. Yeah, you're gonna see more artistry. You're gonna see someone write a poem and you're like, that's awesome. Maybe I can do that.
I see.
You know?
Wow.
Or wow, that's a really cool poem. Let me see if I can paint that poem. Let me see, because I'm a painter, for example. Let me see if I can paint that poem. Or it just
Right.
something.
Right. I have noticed with me is that I am taking so many more photographs. Now, I'm a
Uh,
filmmaker, writer, director. I don't really get behind the camera much, only to direct. And I have realized how beautiful you can take a picture. How many beautiful pictures are out there? I mean, I wake up every morning and I create my day. One of the things I create is that I find beauty in everything. And I would just say that, and sometimes I would, sometimes I wouldn't. Now I find myself taking photos all the time of just, oh my God, that's beautiful. Oh my God, that's a great angle. Oh my, and granted, I'm up early in the morning when the sun's coming up and it's beautiful light. So I do see that in me. I do that, and the other thing is I have more time, and by having more
yeah.
time,
So you're more aware of your art, is what you're saying. You're more aware of
what I'm creating.
creating. Yeah.
There's an argument that photography is not art. That was an argument from a friend of mine back in the circus many years ago, and he said art has to be created. Photography is not created; it's already
Was
there.
that the bearded lady that said that?
No. His name
Okay,
is
never mind.
Crazy, and so maybe I am just more aware of that I'm creating, I have more time, and then I'm more aware of it. Maybe I'm more aware of it because I have more time. I think it all comes back to time.
Of course, time is life. Without that, there's nothing else.
All
So
right.
yeah,
So I'm going to throw something at you. You ready?
go ahead. I'm ready.
Does time,
Got it.
here we go. Does time have memory?
Oh, I feel like we've talked about this one before. Does time have memory? Does time have memory? We have memory of time.
Mm-hmm.
Does time have memory? I don't think so. This is a big discussion, I think, though. This is a big philosophical discussion.
Maybe.
But if I had to give a quick answer, I would say time itself doesn't have memory.
Okay. This will be something that we work on later. Josh, do you have your water or something out there? Could you put it in your left hand, off frame,
Off
off.
frame.
Right there. Right, okay. So I'm gonna hand it to you. You ready? Here we go. I'm gonna hand it to you. Okay, take it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I am thirsty. I'm parched.
I'm Banks.
I'm Josh. Odd Places going viral. And went viral and has been viral and will be viral and should be viral.
Right.